Okay, yes, Shirley. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to
Hi.
the podcast. Hey Shirley, how are you?
Hey, finding you.
I'm good. Do you have your
Hey,
headphones
Shirley.
on?
No.
Okay, cool. But you can hear us well?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's give people a few more minutes to join the live. Let me send out a message again just to let them know that we're live. If you're tuning in already, leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Let's know who's watching. I want to know who's watching. So drop a comment and let me know who's watching. Give me a few. Okay.
Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Lebza. How are you?
How good on yourself?
Good, good, good.
Good, good.
Okay. Shelly, this is Lebu. Lebu, this is Shelly. Right?
Hey.
Yeah. Y'all are both taking part in the program, Wawan. So obviously this is a great platform for us to break the ice. Nah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us on the podcast. As you know, this is the Fitfriends Podcast. So obviously that's why I can introduce. I'm making sure we build a friendship. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, which is the whole point of the community. We want to drive more than just the concept of training. We want to drive the concept of community, okay, and friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So rebellion, a common goal, which is whatever fitness or weight loss goal that everyone has, and we're on a common agenda towards health and wellness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome tonight to the podcast. Tonight we'll be basically doing a run through the April challenge. It's like we want to look back and see hore ntse ho le jwang during the April challenge. Nah? Yeah, I firstly want to find out from you guys before we start with that. Nah? I want to
Yeah.
find out from you first, Lebu. I want you to tell me Kwena Mang so that the audience can know who are the guests today, who's co-hosting the show Lena today. Yeah, so Nkakala ka wena Lebu. Who's Lebu and where's Lebu from?
Well, hi everyone. My name is Lebo Sakhoto and I'm from Fourways. So I'm basically an event producer slash songwriter, singer, and yeah, I'm part of the 21-day challenge family.
Okay, cool. And then let's hear from Shirley. Shirley, what's up? How are you?
I'm good self.
Ah, good job.
Sharp.
Ish, the lighting is not great, but it's okay. We'll focus on your audio, nah? Okay, perfect.
Okay.
I like that you've angled it like that's a bit better now.
All right.
Thank you for joining us, nah? Thank you for giving us some time for to chat. So I want to hear from you. Hore ke mang Shirley? Shirley o tswa kae?
Oh, okay. Shaylee, I am from Pretoria. Ne?
Eh,
I'm a mother of 3 kids. I'm married to one husband. And I am saying that because now we are living in these times. People can do whatever they want to do. They can have two husbands. They can marry, almost. So
It's
I'm
great
eh,
to
just making it
clarify.
to clarify. I am married to one husband, yes, and I am working full time. And yeah, I have to juggle everything: the work, the kids, the family, home, everything. Jay, yeah, that's just me.
okay.
Yeah.
No, that's great, guys. So as you know, we're about to end the Challenger April now. It's been good. And I don't know if you've been following, but we've been making like short highlight reels of, every 4 days we make a short highlight reel for you to watch of what's been happening in the challenge. So here's my favorite one so far. I'm gonna play it, and then I want to hear from you guys what you guys think when you see this.
Okay.
Cool.
Yo, let's talk a bit about the tides. The tides are hot, no?
They are super hot. Super hot,
The sides are
sexy.
hot, nah. But wait,
I
we'll come
actually,
back to that. Let me play the video again. We'll come back.
I think,
That's a power track, nah.
it
Yeah.
is.
That's a power
I
track.
couldn't help it. I was like,
That's the one part I love about editing. The one part I love about editing is
music,
when you find the right track. When you find the right track to go with the visuals, makes
hundred
it great.
percent.
Yeah, but what I see there are people who are basically nkaring, on a mission to conquer whatever it is that they are trying to achieve in terms of their fitness goal, and they are persistent day in day out with the training, right? And it shows in the standards of the skipping. Firstly, for me, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
You know, the ladies can really skip really well.
Mm.
And it shows also if you put time into the craft, you get, you reap the rewards. What do you think about when you see that video? What do you think? Nka qala ka wena, Lebo.
Well, now I think a lot of the times when I look at the reels, I'm always just like, how do these people do those skipping routines and those techniques? I'm like, the first part for me, I'm always like in awe of the different types of skipping techniques that people have actually come to learn. And it's very inspiring for me in a sense to know that there's more things that you can do with skipping. And it's very motivational for me more than anything else.
Okay, that's dope. And when Shelly, how bona the videos tse o feel jwang?
At first, when I started with the challenge, I thought to
Uh-huh.
myself, no, this is for the pros. But as time goes on, I see, Huriman, it's possible. If they can do it, what can stop me? Initially, when I started, it was so difficult. The weeping from the skip, wow, is
Yo.
amazing. So gradually, you get to know, Huri, when it gets to that point, then you have to stop and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when I see them all the time, I tell myself, one day is one day, I'll be there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. So obviously, let's say about a key part of your training is making sure that technique how is sharp, and you know that makes you one get the best benefits from that particular exercise to stay injury free. So I want to hear from you, Shelly, first. When in terms of like the exercises we do, which one is for you the toughest in terms of the technique? What are what's the one exercise that you find the most challenging?
The squat is for me. The squat is very challenging for me because I recently had an injury on my knee. So going
Uh-huh.
down with the squat it was so difficult because they told me I must stop. The physio said I must stop and then take it easy. But I say taking it easy is not benefiting me in any way because I stopped exercising and then when I come back it's more painful. So I decided to do the exercises, but when it comes to squat, even if I try to take it as easy as possible, it is still challenging even now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think in terms of the injury there, it's very important for you to nurse your injury, ne? Especially an injury like a knee injury. So if wabona hore, okay, my knee is compromised here, I need to sort of switch it up. Don't do those exercises, avoid them because you want to give the knee enough room to recover,
Chance.
if I can put it like that. Give it time to recover, because the tendons in the knee are very sensitive, and that's why I always say when you are skipping, make sure you skip on a soft surface, so because if you think about it, the force of gravity is pulling you down what they call it's like 10 newtons. That's the force of gravity. So if you go your weight times that force, that's the force you hit the ground with, you know
Yeah.
you get what I mean. So if you are not skipping on a soft surface to absorb that shock, the force you're hitting on the ground with, Newton's second law, it's pushing back into your legs,
Mm,
into your
mm,
joints, right? Yeah, so yeah, so it's very important to cushion the blow. Wawa. So the
okay.
heavier you are, the more important it is for you to make sure you stay on the mats, right? Not to say if you're lightweight, don't be on the mats, but when you're heavy, make sure it's very important. Wawa. A lot of people, but skipping is great for weight loss. Skipping is great for helping you build and conditioning the body. That's why boxers love it so much. Wawa.
Mm,
But yona e batla o hlokomele mmele, otherwise o tlo khawatheha, wawa. So uh, my first question would be, uh, what type of surface do you skip on? Ke bua le
since
wena,
you
Shell.
since you introduced the yoga mat, or we must start using the yoga mat. So I've started, and I'm continuously doing using the yoga mat, and it's really
Okay.
helping a lot. But at first it was challenging because when you hit the yoga mat, you feel like the rope is not moving as you are used to. But eventually you get
Yeah.
used to.
Get used to
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Okay.
Mm, mm.
And then when I label, like, what's the toughest exercise for you?
Apart from the crazy tricks that you think we can do on a daily basis. Apart from that, um, one of the challenges that I have actually come to like work on quite well are burpees. Like I can't stand burpees. I literally cannot stand burpees. But the other day, I actually realized because when I started last year, when I started with you guys last year, we of course a lot of the burpees were and different variations of burpees as well. And I was just like, oh my God, what is this thing? Like, why are we doing this thing? But now, I actually realized that now I can actually do like 5 burpees at one go, which I've never been able to do, which is something that I actually realized that as I was doing. I was like, hey, wait a minute, I just did 5 burpees all at once. So yeah, for me, burpees and every variation of the burpee is the worst for me.
Yeah, it's no, the burpee is very effective. If you had no equipment at all, do burpees. Well, one.
Yeah.
If you had no access at all to any equipment and you wanted one exercise that could target the whole body, burpees. Yeah, burpees are perfect
Burpees.
for that. Yeah. So
Damn.
okay, I got some videos I wanna pull up now.
Cool.
Yeah, I wanna run through technique. Hopefully, I talk about things that maybe you've been thinking about.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm gonna pull up some videos. These are videos of the participants in the challenge, right? So this is not really I like to put out a disclaimer, right? So that no one is uncomfortable. It's not really to critique the individual. It's more so to we use them as the reference. Hore Sheba. This is where she's doing well. This is where she might need to adjust, right? And collectively we grow through that. Waba.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to put that
100%.
disclaimer out there. Waba. Okay, cool. So this is Zandi. Go pull up Zandi. Zandi's been training with us for a while, so you'll see that she's quite proficient at the skipping, and also the different techniques. Waba. So for anyone watching, even yourselves, time is the main factor. Put time
Yeah.
into the craft, you'll get the results. Waba. But let's
100%.
watch. We're gonna watch the whole video first, then we come back again, and then I just give some feedback on her form. Waba.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, let me pull it back. Got it from the beginning. Okay, so you can see she's just gotten a new gym floor. She was telling me she installed a new gym floor. Okay. Okay. So hey, it's hard to fault Zandi on anything really. right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
She's,
is good.
it's
She
hard to
is.
fault Zandi on anything.
Mm, mm,
But Zandi is a great example. Yeah, persistently consistent. Wabon. I mean, let's
Yeah.
talk about her skipping. Even look at how light impact or how low impact her skipping is. Right. So for anyone who's gonna watch this, low impact skipping is so important. Wabon. Surely, especially when since you are trying to recover from this injury, right? So one,
yes.
you and I have already spoken about you dropping the skipping load, not skipping too much, and then
Mm,
also two, now this point when you come back to skipping with as little impact as possible. Watch her feet, watch how low she jumps. Right, she's barely coming off the ground. Baba.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mm,
it's like she's a springboard. This pike is
mm,
also really good. Look
mm.
at that. I'm gonna pause there. Look at the plank, right? The only thing I'd
Oh,
want for her to adjust here is her arms. Someone's getting feedback in their audio.
I think it might be me.
Okay.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool. Um, yeah, so Zandi's form here, really the only thing I'd want her to do is pop her elbows straight out, right? In that push up position. Yeah, make sure the elbows are straight. So, really drive down using the balls of your shoulders as opposed to dropping the load onto your elbows. But outside of that, it looks really good. Her pike, right?
Mm, mm.
Yeah, look at that.
That
Then she
plank,
rose. It's clean. That plank is good.
it's very good.
There we go. Perfect. Cross skip, you know. Cross
See
skip
that
is
thing
also a
there,
nice one.
that one there.
Ke yona e
There's a reason
hlopang.
why I don't do videos. Like I probably look like a crazy person. I'm trying to get them out.
Eh, so this move is the one move that most people learn first when skipping, right? After doing regular skip, haso batla o add some more. The first one you learn ke cross skip, alright? So my tip here for you would be the first thing is to make sure that the rope is well sized. Because if your rope is not well sized, it means you are probably transitioning from a position that makes it practically impossible for you to do the cross in time without tangling the
Mm,
rope, right? Yeah,
yeah.
sometimes your hands are too far out wide because your rope is too long. So you push your arms out
Ah,
to compensate for the length, okay? Yeah. Okay, I think your headphones are doing that audio thing again. Maybe pull them out and just go. Or go and Sandra. Someone's audio is just
not moving or anything. Let me see.
okay. Try and go hands free.
Okay.
Hmm.
And now?
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay, let's
better.
okay, it's better now. Yeah, so cross skip is make sure the rope is well sized. Because if your rope is not well sized, then we're going to have a problem of your transition points, right? Then
Yeah.
when you try and cross, it's very important for you to make sure you cross by the waistline. So Sheba Matsuaza and Diakokai, right? They're by her
Mm,
waistline. Nah?
yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure the hands are there by the waistline. How cross, huh? And then also relax the body. Wasa, relax, right?
It's very
Relax the
tense
body.
because you're busy jumping with a rope.
No, again, we've already spoken about low impact skipping, right?
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
Yeah. So low impact also involves the way you control your body. So you have to relax your body where possible. Wawa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So relax your body. Don't overexert your body. Cause look at Zandi. She's taking it so easy. It's not a fight.
Mm.
Okay. Here's some rows. Renegade. This is good. You know. Also, if you're trying to work on your push-up, this is where you start. So most ladies will be like, I can't do push-ups, but start here, right? You don't have to go all the way down, right? But you start to build the shoulder strength such that you can, move in that direction. If
Mm.
you be like that, yeah, it's very
Mm.
important for you to try. How about with the push-up, nah? Okay, here's another video. I'm gonna pull up Usombu, nah? She's also really good now. I was watching a video of her doing push-ups the other day, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like when you see people progressing so quickly, it's so crazy. So it's nice to see that hey, this thing is not just for men, right? It's not just men who can do the supposedly tough gym exercises, if in right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like every woman can get to a point where they too can do push-ups if they train hard enough, right? And it's advantageous to be able to carry your own weight. Like
Yeah.
you must be able to handle your own weight. Yeah. So let's see what Sombu's about. She's also very slick on the rope, I have to say. Okay, let's pull it up. Yeah, Wabana, she's got the little weights. I get if Lona Linaldi weights there.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Bebe.
I use 750 milliliter bottles.
Okay. Tang.
Okay.
Tang.
I have every single color of absolute vodka. So I choose between those.
Okay.
Lockdown helped me
Okay.
get a couple of cool bottles to use.
Okay. One thing right off the bat I want to say about Sombu's technique or Sombu's skipping setup is that I think there's room for her rope to be a bit shorter. Can you see how big the arc is?
Yeah, there on top.
Yeah. So I think there's room for her rope to be a bit shorter. And the shorter the rope, the faster the rope moves, but with less effort, right? I get. Yeah. So there's less. Why? There's less air resistance. So it's like an aeroplane. Aeroplane, it designed such that it's got as little air resistance as possible. It must like cut through the air. It must slice through the air. So that's why it's got the wings in the fashion it's designed in. It's designed with aerodynamics in mind. So the shorter the rope, the smaller the arc, the easier it cuts through the air. So it goes faster, and you don't have to put in as much effort to get it around you. You notice when you make your rope a bit shorter how lighter it feels, right? It feels so much lighter. Yeah. So the drag or the air resistance really plays a factor in trying to move the rope around you. That's why you'll find people balahlela matsoho in trying to get the rope around them.
Oh, yeah.
Because the rope is that long and it's that heavy actually. So it's very important for you to size up your rope. But outside of that, I think her skills are slick.
Mm.
The,
Look at
her side
that.
swings are good. Side swings are nice. I like what she's doing on the side swings. She's very comfortable. Good jump squats, right? Good form. What I like about what she's doing, ushebile kopele, right? She's not looking on the floor. No, it's very important. Keep your chest out. Don't look down. Why? Because how it's a squat to the weights on your back and you look down, what's going to happen? Utlowela ko pele, like, yeah, so you want to be able to train your core muscles to hold up your upper body while you're in that squat position. Yeah, squat is a very fundamental functional training movement. It's important. But babangata, they struggle to squat. They don't know how to squat well. Mhlomong, you can't squat deep. You can't go all the way down. Your
Down.
hips and your ankle mobility is not great. I don't know if you can relate with this. Do you think you can squat all the way down, Liv?
No, I can't.
All the way down. What
Yeah,
does
like,
that mean?
so
First of
you
all.
take your bum and you push it all the way past your knee. House squat.
Oh yes, yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. That shows that one, you've got good mobility in your ankles and in your hips, right? Because a lot of people basokolanka who squat all the way down. It's their mobility is not great.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, their mobility is not great. But over time, as you build strength, as you build flexibility in your hip muscles, you're able to do a better squat. So
Yeah,
yeah.
no, definitely. I had to work up to it
Uh-huh.
a lot of the time because it wasn't difficult, but sometimes you just also need to know how to do it right. Um, so kind of do like the investigation almost to kind of figure out how you can do it properly.
Okay, I see. Okay, let's bring it back into shot. This. I wonder what that sound is. Eh? Can you hear that sound?
Yeah, it's cracking. Let me
Yeah.
try
I
something.
wonder what it is. Okay, but anyway, let's keep watching Sombu and hear what. And okay, jump squats, half plank. What do you think about these half planks?
About
Shirley.
hers. About
No.
hers.
What do you think about the half plank, Shirley? This exercise. What's your take on this exercise?
It's
The half
good.
plank.
It is good, ne? But then when you start shaking there, then it's something different. It is
Eh,
great, Yona, but when you start shaking, your whole body is in a shock.
okay. And then,
Yes.
this Wabana, this exercise, it's perfect for someone like you, all in recovery from a knee injury. Ne?
Oh,
I'm sure.
okay.
I'm sure you can relate. You can feel like because it does work the knee framework. But obviously,
Yes.
tlamele because you don't have your knee on the ground. Like you lift your knee off the ground, 2 inches
Yes.
off the ground. Yeah, and
Yes.
then
Yes.
it gives you a nice core engagement. It gives a nice engagement in the legs, and then a nice engagement in the shoulders. No,
As well. Yeah.
nice burn. Yeah. So to work on your knee strength, these sort of exercises are very good. Or one half plank, so that you can build knee strength, and also like focus on aiding the recovery of the knee, because pain is from inflammation. Actually, like tendon
Yeah.
ya how ya inflame.
Mm.
Okay, double unders. My only problem here is that she's doing it on pavement.
And she's
Baba.
flying there. The
This is high
impact is
impact
too high.
skipping. Waban. So kidi double unders, I understand. Kidi double unders, obviously double unders are high impact. Her form is great, except for the fact that if she shortens her rope, she's gonna find it much easier to do the double unders. So right now, her her efficiency, she's not as efficient as she could be if the
If
rope was
the rope
shorter.
was
Ne?
shorter.
Eh,
Okay.
so Kamele, I avoid to skip on concrete or pavement like this, ne? Because yeah, okay, over time, ne, the joints they build strength, ne? But you don't want to now find yourself dealing with micro cracks. There's something called micro fractures, ne?
Okay.
Yeah, micro fractures. Micro fractures are fractures that catch up with you much later in life. Small, minute fractures. They don't, matter much really at first. But over time, the fracture, it's like a crack in the wall. Yeah, run, yeah, or a crack in the window. It runs, yeah. So micro fractures, we must protect our joints at all costs. We must.
Yeah.
We want to get the best benefits from skipping, but make sure we protect our joints. Or what? Make sure we
Okay.
protect our joints. It's very important. But outside of that, the double unders, Sahai, they are great. Can you guys do double unders? Or you're still
No,
working on
sir. No, sir.
Nope. Nope.
No, sir.
I get
it?
a
Okay,
good
it's
whipping.
fine.
Yeah.
Are you working on them?
Yeah, now I tried, ne, and I got a good whipping from the rope. Then I stayed away for two minutes, and then I'll see them.
I
Okay.
think
No.
for me, I rather use the what you call the when we have the extended times for skipping, like the 35 minutes.
Enduro skip.
Because I find that when we use with the timer that we use, of course, it kind of for me like in now. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can't get this one. I'll figure it out later. Let's keep skipping or whatever. So I use the enduro times to actually work on the actual skips
That's
techniques.
perfect. That's the whole point, Vele. Yeah, the enduro skip workouts, no? That's the whole point, Vele. Get you to work on the different skipping techniques and then build skipping endurance simultaneously. Ne? Okay, let's finish
Yeah.
Sombu's video. Robone. Okay, bear crawls. What's your take on this? This is a tough exercise as well, right? The bear crawls. What's your take on this? Can you do bear crawls, Lebo?
Is this on advanced level, sir?
Yeah, well, sometimes you find it in intermediate.
It
I
is.
haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen
Yeah.
it yet. Wow. No.
Okay, let's look at her squat here. I liked what she was doing here, right? Let's look at her squat. Look at that form. Her form is good. Hold on, let it go. Perfect. Did you see the way she drives her bum back? She's looking straight forward. Look at her face, right? She's looking straight forward, driving her bum back. The heels are flat on the ground, okay? So Lady she doesn't lift her heels off. It looks like the width between her feet is shoulder width apart. So it's a comfortable width. It allows her to have good range of motion. So squatting is, you know, you can't compromise on your form. How it's at the
Yeah.
squat. No? Yeah,
Very
don't
true.
compromise on your form.
Are you also
No,
guys feeling the pain on your knees when you are doing the squats?
no,
Or
Yeah.
is
that's
just me?
I
no.
do.
So,
If sometimes.
uh-huh.
That's when I kind of know that something is not right.
Okay. So tell me, when you feel this pain, I'd like to see visually like your form, right? That's why you must document yourself, even
Oh
though you're
no.
uncomfortable.
Oh
Even though
no.
you're uncomfortable with it, it's very important. Why? It's the best way for
Yeah.
me to say to you, Sheba, Wabana, like now, if Sombo is watching, she's seeing where she needs to improve, right? Exactly.
True.
So that's the point I'm making. The video is not about. I'm not looking for you to be the best on video. So this is where I say insecurities can sometimes be the thing that holds us back, right? We're
Yeah.
insecure of documenting ourselves. Hey man, we're in the age of documentation. So you can document your journey, right? You don't have to share
Yeah.
it with the world. I'm not saying share it with the world, but document. Re bone le rona hore, okay, cool. Lebza o etsang. This is the Luena, when you look back, because the one chat I always have with Sombo is that Hore, she enjoys the fact that her progress, she's able to see where she comes from, right? There's a video she was showing me where she couldn't do burpees, right? And she was laughing at how bad her form was. But now she's on the burpees. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
very important hore o sa tshaba hore o document. Gore ke kgona go fa
Okay.
feedback, right? And pain in the knees when squatting is one of two things, right? One of two things. Most of the time, people have a squatter, the distribution of the weight, right? So squatting is like distributing the weight between the two the biomechanics mmele, right? I'm trying to put it in a simple way. The biomechanics mmele ka mokgwa o di sebetsang, it distributes weight to the different joints of the body, right?
Yeah.
So if you notice, the squat position is like a lightning bolt. Sale wa bona lightning bolt. Okay,
Yeah.
right here. It's like a lightning bolt. That's the squat position. So now a lot of people habat the squat. If they don't focus on pushing their bum back, they drop the weight onto the knees. Whatever. So they start first by pushing their knees forward as opposed to pushing their bum back. All right. So how push your knees forward? Obviously, you're dropping the load on the knees, and it's
Yeah.
not. Yes, that's a heavy load. So you want to drop the load on your bum first, then your bum distributes to your knees, then it drives that force all the way down to your heels. So you barely feel it. And then core engagement is what's holding your upper body up. So those are the biomechanics of the body. Again,
Yeah.
Okay.
it works together in perfect unison if you do it right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so focus a lot on that. So how do you stop that? Nah? You stand right up against the wall when you squat, right? Yeah, you look right up against the wall. You literally try and put your toes up against the wall. If not, step a
Yeah.
bit back, right? And then how squatter? Your knees must not touch the wall.
Or you are
Okay.
facing the wall, or your back is facing the wall.
You're
You're
facing the
facing the
wall.
wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're facing the
Oh,
wall,
that's
right?
interesting.
Facing
That's
the wall.
interesting.
And then you squat. You try and push your toes as close as possible. Some people can't do it with the toes right up against the wall. Okay? Yeah, so you can step a bit back, it's fine. But how squats, make sure your knees don't touch the wall. No? So that's how
Oh,
you
cool.
focus.
I'll
Yeah.
actually
And then
try that.
also, you know
Yeah.
what that forces you to do? It forces you to always look up straight to shebe ko pele, wa bona?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Okay,
Are you sure
cool.
there's nobody typing there?
Dude, like I don't know what's going on. It sounds like a keyboard. I
It
don't
sounds like
know.
someone's typing.
I don't know. I really don't know what's
Whoever
going
you
on.
are, stop typing. Cool.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, I wanted us to I wanted us to cut to I want to talk a bit about like just some of the things we are working on, right? Just so that you guys can get like an insider on like what we're trying to do to take this thing forward, right? And obviously we're playing in a territory it's not how can I put it? It takes time for people to adopt online training. COVID COVID played in our favor, right? Obviously,
Actually
in that
forced us.
why want it pushed us in this direction, yeah. But we find ourselves in a position where we must now adopt to online training. So we're gearing now to do a test on the app, Yarona, right? Trying to drop an app with the workout, right? Why? Because we want to customize. We want to be able to customize the programs a bit more. One,
that's
and
awesome.
then yeah, so that we can automate also the process, and also you can have a profile that's documenting your journey. I get okay, these are the workouts I've done. You know, document the data basically a bit more. I remember Mbali
Yeah.
was asking me about that. Like, what's the plan around data? Like, how do we document progress, right? So we need a formal way, yeah, to track your data and your information. Right now, everything is scattered. If you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all we are really seeing are the videos from the people who are sharing and seeing like their progress over time. But the numbers will also be a big motivating factor, right? Yeah, I say that with a pinch of salt because I don't want you to be addicted to stepping on the scale, right?
Yeah, no,
By
I'm already
numbers,
addicted to it. It's fine. Don't worry.
by numbers, I'm referring to performance. Nah, by numbers, I'm
Yeah.
referring to yeah, I'm referring to that. I'm not referring to the weight loss goal. That comes as a benefit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're planning to test now. Uh, do you think that have you ever used the fitness app before? Actually, Lebu.
Um, not really. Hey, I just used it in a sense of like tracking like movements that I did, not really to like the full extent of it. The only app that I've used more than anything else would be the like a food diary one.
Uh-huh.
That's one that I use a lot.
Okay. And then when actually sale wa sebedisa fitness app.
No, I
Okay.
tried using the one, yeah, the Nike Run app
Mm-hmm.
for running, but then I didn't go through with it. I just did few days, then I stopped running. That's when I did the skip.
Okay, I see. I see. And in terms of like adoption of online stuff, how comfortable are you guys in terms of that? When I label, would you say you're a full-on online person now? You know, hardcore. I don't know if we're not Gen Z, right? No, Gen Z is after us, much later after us. Give my 2000, my Gen Z, né? Or are we Gen Z? I don't know. I
No,
don't
we're
know
Gen
this
Z.
whole thing.
We're Gen
No,
Z.
we're Gen Z, né? Yeah. So, hey, so like,
um,
are you online like that?
me, I'm forced to be,
Yeah.
but in general, I'm not really an online person. I struggle. Yeah, I'm bored at this thing of like the Zoom thing. Like I'm all zoomed out and all online out. Like it's a lot. Like a lot of the times, like I would rather literally go to someone and be like, hi, how are you? So great. Eh." Because like we spent a whole lot of time re shebane ka di-screen. So it got like I'm really, really onlined out, if I can call it that. But when it comes to a lot of things syncing and all of that, with apps and things like that, yeah, I would say that I am quite online.
Okay, I see. So yeah, that's one of the things we're working on. Just trying to bring an app forward, and also making the app easy for anyone who, one, is comfortable with being online like yourself, and two, those who aren't comfortable with being online. We need to
Yeah,
figure out ways to make them comfortable, right? We need
yeah.
to figure out ways to make them adopt,
Mm.
because yeah, like I
We don't have a
realized that
choice.
we don't have a choice.
We
So
don't have a choice.
we must take the next step forward, in
Yeah.
terms of doing that. So yeah, next month we'll be documenting that process. We'll have like people who we've chosen to go with us in that direction, who are test and about feedback on the
Mm.
technology,
Oh,
so
that's
that we can
awesome.
tweak. Yeah,
That's really
and then
awesome.
like we want to, Garang, obviously we use content as the main way to educate and drive this narrative around skipping, right? So
Mm.
I wanna hear from the two of you around like what your perception of skipping is, as a movement, because we are, like running is worldwide, and it's got worldwide acclaim, right? Running
Mm.
as a sporting code, if in Kaiba. So
Mm.
we are trying to now do that and be forward thinking in terms of, you know,
Skipping.
being
Yeah.
being the people who are the go-to people for skipping, right?
Mm.
So yeah, what's your take on skipping? It's trending online, if you haven't seen, but it's trending online. A lot of
Mm.
people are skipping. Yeah. So what's your take
Yeah.
on skipping, Shirley? Her audio's down. Hold
Oh.
on. Yeah. Sorry, Shirley. What's your take on skipping? Hello, Shirley. I don't know if she
Can
can
she not
hear me.
hear us?
No. Okay, cool. Let's rock with you, Lebu. Let me know
Yeah.
what your take on skipping is.
Um, well, my take on skipping when starting out, it was a very daunting idea. Because I'm very top heavy. So a lot of the
Okay,
stuff
welcome
like
back, Shirley.
this jumping. Oh, she back. Hi, Shelly.
Yeah,
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
keep going.
I
Keep,
think in
keep going,
network.
Lebu.
Yeah, no problem. So now when I started, it was very daunting for me, like because I'm very top heavy. So, the force that you were talking about earlier, the G force was my
Yeah.
big fear. But literally, once you get into it, I won't even lie. Like I feel as though it's a bit addictive, to the point where for me it's like I want to always see how far I can like push myself,
Mm-hmm.
um, especially now with all these techniques and things that I'm seeing. It is quite nice to actually have an all-inclusive exercise that anyone can do, because a lot of the times, if you're top heavy like I am, you get very demotivated by a lot of things because it's like, "Ash, I won't. It's not comfortable to do this or something like that." Well, so I think skipping for me is one of the best things that I ever found because it just does everything in one. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, I just find it really great.
Okay, and then when Shirley, what's your take on skipping? Shirley, can you hear me? No, I didn't think she can hear us. Okay, cool. Let me
Shelly,
remove
come
her from
back.
studio. Then let me bring
Shelly.
her back. Hey, Shirley, can you hear me?
But yo, guys, the network is showing me flames.
Okay, it's okay.
No problem.
It's okay. Yeah, nek batla ho tseba from wena, Shirley, gore wena o nahanang ka skipping. What's your take on skipping? I'm sure babona on Instagram, but babangata ba skipper. Skipping is very popular now. What's your take on skipping?
You mean on
I see her network. There's a delay actually on her end, so she can't hear us.
I didn't think skipping was that popular
Oh.
as well.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Initially, I didn't think skipping was that popular until I found out online everybody's skipping. I think when you start following something, you think now everybody's doing the same thing that you see everybody doing the same thing. You're like how this one is also skipping. This one is also skipping. That popular until started skipping. So now, because everybody's doing it, so you see some things, some skills nyana that they're doing, then you see it's doable, man. It's not
Yeah.
only for skipping. It's actually fun. You are having fun while you are losing weight or while you want to reach a certain goal. Then you can see, nah, it's possible, man. I can do this.
Okay. Okay. And I want to talk a bit about
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear
Yes.
me? Her network isn't great.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna remove her from studio so that we can keep the conversation flowing. I can't really hear her. Yeah, Lebu. I wanted us to discuss okay, now we've spoken about the app, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Which is a great idea, by the way.
thank you. So now we are also thinking about. So I want to hear your feedback on this, right? I like to do this because we execute something that we know is going to work based on the perception from the community, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's bring her back and see if she's good. See if you can hear us. Yeah. So I want to ask you. So we are planning to migrate to a model
Yes, I
where.
can hear you now. Now I
Okay,
can
Hi,
hear you.
perfect.
Shelly.
Perfect. Okay, sharp. So Shelly, next time Vuka, our other plan now.
Hi.
The next plan, right? So the other plan is we want to shift away from selling subscription to the program to you. If you buy merchandise from us, you get access to the program. Accessing the program,
Okay.
we ship you some merchandise. You get what I mean? We
I don't
want.
know.
Yeah, tell me more. Tell me more what you think.
So
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
I
those.
would think would be better would be if you do get a subscription, then you get merch.
Okay, we are saying the same thing. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
thought you were
exactly.
going to remove the subscription part because it's actually a really, really valuable subscription.
Yeah, yeah.
Because for me, it's like for just like 200 Rand, like you literally get like a personal trainer
Yeah.
for like 21 days. So on top of that, you get people that you can bounce off ideas from. Because I mean, the last time we were there, we were talking about menus. We are talking about, you know, like like our lives in general.
Meal preps as well.
Yes, like it was. It's if there's one thing that the subscription is definitely worth it for me. Like
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
one thing that I would say. Yeah.
No, that's definitely we're saying the same thing in essence, right?
Okay.
So
Cool. Okay.
so we are thinking of it in two ways. Our cheapest product is currently the T-shirt, right? Which is 270 Rand for us to ship you a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So we are thinking about making either a monthly or a seasonal T-shirt, right? So by monthly meaning if you do all 12 months of the challenge, you will come out with 12 different T-shirts. You know, they do this all the time at sporting events, right? So collectibles, if I can put it like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
collectibles. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically the fee shifts from what it is to what you'd pay for a T-shirt from us. It gives you access to the challenge. We ship you a T-shirt. So
Yeah.
it's like it's not just the training, but it's the training um, with merchandise, right? That you're getting
Yeah.
as part of the subscription. Cool.
Yeah.
And then as well as in there, we want to basically create more value for people. So, for example, if I wanted to, I could put in some moringa into the parcel, right?
Oh, cool.
For, for example, right?
Mm.
Or we want to start to do that. I'm not sure if you've seen these. There are these subscription models to certain products. Maybe you like
Mm.
African-based products. Then you go buy the subscription, and every month they send you a parcel with different products in there that you can try out, right? So
Yeah.
that's in
Yeah.
essence what we're trying to do. Yeah, what do you think about that? Shifting to that as opposed to just having the subscription fee and you don't get anything.
Well, you definitely get a lot,
Hmm.
but I absolutely love the t-shirt idea on a monthly basis. Because for me, for example, it's also like showing like your movement, right? Because
Uh-huh.
let's say, for example, I started in Jan and I got like a double XL. By the time I get to December, I might be on a small.
Oh
Do you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like
that would be crazy
I think
actually.
it is such a dope concept. Like I
Yeah.
think it's so amazing. I love that
It's
to
a
see like
tracker.
someone's progress. Like it's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Uh-huh.
It's brilliant. Like I love that t-shirt idea. When it comes to the products, um, it does get a bit tricky because some people like how about utlwanele something and then it becomes a difficult trying to like make people happy. But if you, for example, have a partnership with someone or know someone who does a certain product, maybe you can have that in as like a little sample or something to
Yeah.
encourage people to buy it, more than
Yeah, yeah.
anything else. But I don't think it's very difficult to customize, especially things that people drink or eat, to a specific person, unless you put down a list to be like, okay, do you like moringa? Do you like this? Do you like this? So that you can maybe see how you can balance it. But then it becomes tricky as well.
I see. Okay. Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Like we could find products that are general as samples for people
Yeah.
to try out. Yeah.
Just as let's
Okay.
say, for example, I make a herbal tea or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I just so happen to know you or something like that to encourage the community, for example, to build up, the black business notion. That would be something that people can try, give their feedback, and if they want to buy, have like a little thing inside where they can buy it.
Okay.
So it also encourages the community value of what 21 Day does. So
Okay, I see. And then because we've got 7 minutes left, right? So I want us to start leisurely, really. I want to know what your goal is when it comes to exercise and training. In closing, what's your goal when it comes to exercise and training, Shirley?
I think the goal is very clear. Ne? When one wants to lose weight, besides losing weight as well, like being fit, being able to do some things that you couldn't do. Komatomo.
Eh,
Yeah. Like the aim is to lose weight, but whilst you are busy losing weight, you get to know this family, this fit family. Then you become connected, lebone. Then you build a home with them, build a family with them.
okay, I see. And then when I label, what's your goal?
well, my goal, to be very honest, is to lose my belly fat.
Uh-huh.
That is like my forever end. Like that's the only thing that I focus on a lot. But of course, with the skipping, it helps for everything. But I think a lot of the things that is a goal is to change your actual lifestyle. I think for me, it's basically just changing my entire lifestyle. But the ultimate goal is to get rid of my belly fat. Yeah.
Okay. No, I think that both of you can attain your goal if you stay consistent and don't focus on the destination, focus on the journey. Mama.
Mm,
Yeah, the journey is much more interesting when you are focused on the journey and not the destination itself, you know,
yeah.
because you get to the destination and then you stop being interested by the journey. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you fall back and you lapse.
Mm,
And a lot of people do that. Hey, I got to my goal and then they stop training and then a couple of months later they come back to me and they've gained so much weight. Yo, I need to
mm.
start training again, right? I need to start training
Yeah.
again. I should do something. Look at my body.
Yeah.
One. Yeah. So, and
So
especially as,
I honestly
mhm,
think that the goal for everyone should basically not go back to where you were.
eh,
So if you use that as a goal, then there'll never be like a certain destination, if you
mm,
know what I mean.
let's
If
keep going.
because you're just keeping going so that you just don't get back to where you were, whether it be fitness or weight loss or trying to build strength or whatever the case might be. Because if you use that as kind of like your destination, then you never reach the actual end of the thing. That's how it becomes a lifestyle in my perspective.
Okay. No.
Mm.
Those are great words to close our conversation, Vele. You've summed it up perfectly. Um, yeah, thank you guys for no, for real, you've summed it up perfectly. Uh,
Thank you.
thank you guys for giving me some time to chat on this evening. Ne?
Sure thing. Thank you for
Yeah,
the
so
invite. It was
it's a
lovely.
pleasure. We're rocking again next month from the 7th of May, right? We're rocking again next month from the 7th of May. So if you purchase tights from us this month, we give you 2 months free access.
Ava. Wow, wow, wow.
Right?
What a special
So,
month May is.
so if you're listening to this, if you purchase
Thank
tights
you.
this month,
Thank you.
you
Yep.
get 2 months free access to the challenge, right?
Awesome.
Yeah. So if you're watching and you're expecting your order of tights,
2 months.
yeah, 2 months. You get access to the program for 2 months for free. So if you buy tights now, you're in May, you're in
When you
June.
say this month, you mean April.
May.
Yeah, like I get Rikalaka May, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our May special, actually. So in May, if you purchase tights from us, meaning from this point going forward, if you purchase tights from us, it gives you free access to the program for 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
All right. All right. All right.
Let's
All
Yeah.
get
right.
some tats.
Okay, cool. And then, yeah, those who order tights, I received them. We'll be dispatching them soon. Yeah, so hopefully we get everyone in the tights. Yeah, we're trying to, as you know, we're trying to dominate the game in terms of being the first black-led fitness community, that's solely for us, built by us. Why? Because I'm tired of seeing Herbalife, you know,
Oh no, not that.
dominating us. And I don't know why, right? When we can do it ourselves. And also I feel to an extent, not that I'm a hater, right? But I feel to an extent that within the supply chain, yeah, fitness and this industry, right? We need
Mm,
more things that communicate black people, man. If nkabe yaso
100%.
direct to
100%.
black people, and not just what we normally see on Instagram, which is what causes the insecurity abasadi. All the fitness influencers are naked, to be honest, right?
100%.
That's all they're showing us.
100%.
Kidibuno, king ing, king ing. Okay, fine. They can do as they please. Fine,
Mm,
right? Before I get scrutinized for saying that. But then again, like, what sort of example are we setting in terms of
to the child.
inspiring people to go
Mm,
for their fitness goals, right? A lot of
mm,
people are pressured by seeing that. And I know women are sensitive, right? Women are very sensitive about their bodies, and it's easy to find insecurity from. So I don't think, as much as you'll see a really fit chick, but if all she preaches is showing ass, I don't think it's gonna be advantageous for those. Because what I've seen is people don't buy into it. Intimidates them when they see extremely fit people, right? The content that works the most on our Instagram is relatable content, right? So it's
Yeah.
kilona. Hey, people that other people can relate to, because
Yeah.
it's not everyone that's got that, hourglass figure, ripped abs. It's not all women who are like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we don't want it
My
to be
my main problem
So when
with those kinds of people is that it's always a specific size,
hey,
right?
why what?
It's always a specific size, and it's always a specific shape as
Uh,
well, right? So for
uh-huh,
me, I'm just like, yeah, that's great, but I don't want to look like that. First of all,
uh,
myself, I don't want to
uh-huh,
look like that. And there's this awesome girl that I follow on Instagram, Tabia something or other, and she is a plus size model. And when I look at her, I'm like, that's what I want to look like. Like that right there is what I want to look like. I don't want
uh-huh,
to look like some deformed hourglass of some sort. I was never born like that. I was never built like that. And it's okay. And it's okay. As long as people find the people that they want to aspire to be. Because now you're confusing me because I've never been thin in my life. So now how
uh,
the hell am I going to get like this? It's impossible. It's
yeah,
impossible. So I think a lot of things as well has to also be people's own responsibility for their thoughts, right?
uh-huh,
Because yes, you can always be plummeted with all sorts of social media and whatever the case might be, but you also have to be realistic. You have to at
uh,
some point be realistic about, your limits and how far you can go. Sure, you can go under the knife by all means. You can choose whatever body you want to get under the knife. But I think as well, some people just need to be a bit more cognitive about where their limits are.
yeah,
and don't put yourself
definitely.
under pressure.
Yes.
Mm.
I know. We're closing it with that. Good night, ladies.
Ciao, ciao.
Good night.
Ciao.
Thanks so much, Cabo. Have a good one.
Bye. Bye, guys.